I'm gonna tell you a story. First thing you gotta understand though is time does not work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle, because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the cult. So, depending on how long you've been around this particular channel, or naughty, because channel is a word for naughty, you have potentially seen Zukiaza, or a white horse, Raktalza, or a red horse, Kristava, or a black horse, Samaparna, Parvazana, I believe. It's one of those two. Or either, for a pale or a green horse. This is actually the color of chlorophyll. You could see that Hades, or Mictasuta, follows with them. Death's son. Saptadula, 7 angels. Under the Prahudi, or the offering, Carpenter's bench. And then we got into the tarot cards. This is from the Vampire Tarot. This actually is a card that a friend of mine lost in my car forever ago, in a car that is now sadly gone. It was a Scion XA. I love that car. It was called a Hippo. Rest in peace, Hippo. But then, because that's the way things, because I started doing tarot cards, we started talking about wands. Not wands, but swords. Keep doing that. Swords. And wands. Whoop. And then we've done Ace through 10 of Cups. And here we are to the courts. Whoop. And here we are in the Court of Cups. So, first things first. Do a little reading. Page of Cups. Fair, pleasant, pleasing, and somewhat effeminate page with studious intent aspect. Contemplates a fish rising from a cup to look at him. Divinatory meanings. Fair young man, one impelled to render service, with whom the querent will be connected. A studious youth, news, message, application, reflection, meditation. Also these things directed towards business. Taste, inclination, attachment, seduction, deception, artifice. Knight of Cups. Graceful, not warlike, riding quietly, wearing a winged helmet, referring to the higher graces of the imagination which sometimes characterize the card. Meanings: arrival, approach, sometimes that of a messenger, advances, proposition, demeanor, invitation, incitement. Trickery, artifice, subtlety, swindling, duplicity, fraud. Reverse meanings. Queen of Cups. Beautiful, fair, dreamy woman, as one who sees and envisions cup. Divinatory meanings: good, fair woman, honest, devoted, who will do service to the querent, loving intelligence, and hence the gift of vision. Success, happiness, pleasure. Also wisdom, virtue. Reverse. The accounts vary. Good woman, but otherwise distinguished one, not to be trusted. Perverse woman, vice, dishonor, for depravity. King of Cups. He holds a short scepter. He holds a short scepter in his right, the left hand, and a great cup in his right hand. His throne is set upon the sea. On one side a ship is riding, and the other side a dolphin is leaping. It's the implicit side of... I have a dolphin, a leaping dolphin. That makes me happy. Anyway. If you've ever seen oh my god. If anyone has seen Clone High, I love that show. But they started coming out with new episodes. Actually should check them out and see if they still have the dolphin, because they have a dolphin in most like every episode. Alright, anyway. The implicit is that the sign of the cup naturally refers to water, which appears in all the court cards. Divinatory meaning: fair man, man of business, law, or divinity, responsible, disposed to oblige the querent. Also equity, art, and science, including those who profess science, law, and art. Creative intelligence. Dishonest, reverse, dishonest, double-dealing man, roguery, exaction, injustice, vice, and scandal. like someone doing dishonest slander. That would be a reverse Giga Cups. Is dishonest slandering. Or a Giga Cups who is being dishonest slandered would be a reverse Giga Cups. Just saying. Because of the slander, the lies and slander, the lies and slander, the slander and lies. Anyway. Say. So. Where am I? Page of Cups. New fondness for something or someone. Infatuation. Daydreaming about where something will in your life will go. Creative playfulness. A heartfelt message. Reverse meanings. Emotionally immature. Childish tantrum. Adolescent emotional drama. Nine of Cups. Charming. Likable. Romantic. Poetic. Idealizes love. Willing to feel and show deep emotion to others. Inner sensitivity. In case you couldn't tell, I deeply identify with the Knight of Cups just in general. Reverse meaning. Too emotional, temperamental, moody, feeling misunderstood, out of touch with your emotions, or emotionally withdrawn. Superficial charm. Queen of Cups. Emotionally intuitive. Tuned into the emotional energy of the situation. Mother's intuition. Supportive, nurturing, compassionate, unconditional acceptance of others. Emotionally strong, willing, and able to give assistance. Sown in a healing, caring profession. Counselor. Reverse meanings. Emotionally drained or depleted from caring too much. Unhealthy emotional caretaking and or enabling codependency. Unable to set proper limits. Can sometimes happen in reverse. Or too willing to trample over the limits of others. Both of those can manifest in a Queen of Cups, so that's reversed. Emotional manipulation. Yeah, what I just said. King of Cups. Emotional maturity and balance. Secure, resilient, calm at ease. Understands human nature, spiritual, emotional wisdom, sympathetic, tolerant, kind-hearted, concerned for the well-being of others, humane, strong people skills, fatherly understanding and guidance, good spiritual or creative advice. Reverse meanings, focused on the shortcomings of other people, cynical about humanity, emotional bully, erratic, weak, and weak emotional control. All right. And moving right along. Don't be too erratic with the rat-a-rat-a-tatic, a-tat-tat-erratic, as a boom, assist boom, erratic, and I don't static, and I don't static, and don't try to be so static. Water sister. Trust your feelings and impressions. You are on the right path. You are strongly connected to the earth, water, and sky, and the passage of all seasons. Maintain your strong connection and stay tuned to the earth by meditating frequently. You are blessed with the ability to know intuitively to that to which others have no access. Water brother. Love is the basis for your new creative search. Love gives wings to your spirit. Your heart is wide open and willing with love. You feel romantic. Let your creativity be translated into art, poetry, and writing. Give a friend a rose. Water mother. This is stable and a stable, nurturing time. There is a feeling of maternal love and support. Place your steps and wrestle joyously with difficulty. This is a passage in love. Your associates, particularly children, may not always show it or be aware of it, but they love you deeply. You are always there for them and in their time of need, even if they come to you in anger, because you see life and love in long strides. Your love is full of its own spiritual source. Your love is unconditional. Water Father. Listen to your conscience. Trust in your impulses. Be guided by your instincts and intuition. You are a gentle and sensitive period. It is like falling in love all over again. Wonderful things may come of your endeavors. Have faith and maintain your self-confidence. Pretty cool. All right, so doing some more of the other places outside the weave of the physicalities. There's a thing like, all right, Piriawis, sacred life-giving river in the world of light of Mandaism. Flamora, home of the Nostakeons. Kibira and Kabbalah, two of the seven cities of gold in South American lore. The Red River, river from Kunlun. Rokabare, Phantom Island, Scottish myth. Riegojo, undersea palace of Ryujin. The Loa live in a series of palaces. There might just be one, but I'm pretty sure it's a series of them. Under the sea. I'm a little bit vague as to whether it's supposed to be like in a bubble of air under the sea, or if it's like a cavern under the sea, but it's definitely under the sea. That's where they live. That's well, I mean, as far as I'm aware, that's where the Loepo are. They're the gods that live under the sea. Anyway, Scholomance is a black magic school. Section 37. Paul Bunyan's camp. Sierra de la Plata, Silver Mountains in South America. Chacavipa is west of the Ural Mountains. I didn't write more than that. Wow. Okay. Samasvarana, meeting place of to give thanks. Meeting place of Tithacanos. Oh, okay. Meeting place of the Tithacanos. Sons River, famous river in Japanese Buddhist myth. Shambhala. It's Shambhala. It's Shambhala is a magical kingdom. If you've ever seen Full Metal Alchemist, specifically the movie, where it delves a lot like it's called Conquest of Shambhala. In that, it's basically how, depending on how much you know about Kabbalism, it portrays the world that Ed and Al live in as a prema or a foundation realm. It's basically like it's another dimension. It's actually physical, which is kind of strange, but you can have happen in foundation realms because it's in the foundation. Like the foundation is basically where physical stuff is made from. But like, so basically Ed and Al are from Shambhala, essentially, and like in that continuity, Hohenheim is actually from Earth and went to Shambhala and then ended up coming back. And I'm not going to talk about it more, but essentially Shambhala is an extra dimensional location in the Foundation. It's kind of like a Horizon realm if you know much about, like, depending how much you know about Mage. Shangri-La, a lot like Shambhala, but different place. Sinuwas, a region in the Mandaean World of Darkness. It's if I say like World of Darkness, that's part of why I differentiate between White Wolf, now Onyx Path World of Darkness, and like Mandaean or Manichaeism World of Darkness, because if I understand correctly, again I can be wrong, they both the Onyx Path people did a lot of research in Mandaeism and Manichaeism, in particular as their view of the fall of the giants and the creation of the Nephilim, in their creation of the backstory of that game or those games. Summerlands. Summerlands are a Native American heaven, basically. Svarga, celestial realm of bliss. It's heaven. Svartalfheimr, Lord of the Dark. Svartalfheimr. Svartalfheimr, land of the Dark Elves. Takamagahara, dwelling of the Kami. Tekdun, mythical island west of Ireland, that's part of the afterlife. Tool. I was just talking about Conquest of Shambhala. That delves deeply into the fact that the Nazis were all about this mythical place called Thule. The Thule Society was huge in influencing Adolf Hitler. Back when he was like, if I remember the timeline correctly, back when he was like after World War II, and he was just like a pissed off bike messenger, essentially. Through the Iranian Pathi, Ayuzvati, Sunken Island, Turn Og, the Summerlands. Irish, basically an Irish heaven on earth, essentially, from Book of Invasions, like Vidya Haritheri kind of mythos. And all right, Urbrunner. It's one of the three myths, three wells in Norse and Norse myth. Valhalla. It's Norse afterlife, where heroes and those who died being heroic go. Vanaheimr, home of the Vanir, or the light elves, home of the essentially the nature deities. Biraj, where birds and souls go after death. Weak River, one of the rivers of Cancun. Xanadu, another paradise sort of like Shangri-La. Xibalba, the Mayan underworld. Yggdrasil, the world tree from Norse mythology and Viking mythology. It's basically Odin hanged himself from Yggdrasil for 9 days, and I think he put out his eye beforehand. And when he was hanging from the tree, he saw a bunch of sticks on the ground. That's where runes come from. Is, it's a French city built below sea level. Zarahemia, Mormon mythical American city. That's underground, if I understand correctly. And any Mormons who say, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Zarazuza, Oasis Little Birds. Or if you don't want to correct me because you're like, you know too much about that and I don't want to correct you because you're too close to the truth, feel free to not correct me because that's your right. Alright, and that is it for my listy right now. And that'll be all for the cops, I do say. I'm sorry I didn't give you much more of the magic, but I also was very specific about like the Kundalini thing earlier, so I feel like that more makes up for it. And dream safely, everyone. Remember to Nihante, to lower yourself when you're ready to rest safely. Remember Nihante to lower your chakras. Dream safely, everyone. That's it for Akaf. For Kamsa, Akaza Kamasa, as it were, in the Ramaparna of the Prima Clover. In the dreams of Clover, where we could be a we, any of the colors of the feelings of we. This is a Kuna oracle, as it were. Hope your cheerleader is nice and soft, sir. All of your lines connect, as it were, from Tara to Nata, stars to the dance. There is no dancer, there is only the dance, and that's this 4-Act 3. Trainee, as it were, and some skirt to Mildred we. And that'll be me for evening that is. Have a good one, and have a good party feast on. Even if I don't get to you with the Nananka coins or the plate party. Oh, the next super for Thanksgiving. Hope you have a good one with the way of nom feasting. That'll be it from me to you. Unless you see me again, have a good evening, you.